Today, after much anticipation, we start the Pilgrim Way. The first day is mainly walking out of London, so we got to see several aspects of downtown London, including a few neighborhoods outside the standard tourism circuit. Though the day wasn't particularly scenic, we were thrilled to be back on trail, or in this case, street.
We are starting our Pilgrims Way walk right now from Southport Cathedral in London. Day one. We're walking along the Pilgrim Way, the path that they took in the Canterbury tales. Off we go. We are on St. Thomas Street, heading out of London. St. George the Martyr Church on Tabard Street. So far, the church is closed. All right, so we're on Tabard Street, which is the street that the Pilgrims in the Canterbury Tales left town on. That's the road we're on, and according to Pablo, we're going to be on it for a long time.
Right now we're not tired, but I think it's going to hit us pretty soon.
Yeah, we're expecting to get tired.
Yes.
Right now we're running on adrenaline. This is a beautiful street, so no complaints. The area around the St. George of the Martyr Church was a little bit sketchy, but everything else has been nice. This is the highlight, probably, just peaceful here. When we were in the Southport Cathedral, we talked to a number of people in there that worked there, and either we told them that we were pilgrims or they could tell, and they didn't mention any other pilgrims starting today or that had been at the church in a while, actually. Yeah, they seemed surprised that we were doing it. So we don't know how common this route is for people to walk, but we're kind of getting the feeling it's not that common. At least not in March. But it's a beautiful day. I mean, it's chilly. It's probably 40 degrees, which is maybe 4 or 5 degrees Celsius. But we have, we have gloves and hats, and I'm not cold.
Also, my mom's hat is courtesy.
Molly knitted this hat for me. I love it. This is kind of what we're walking down. Very peaceful. We kind of left the London traffic behind. So this building is called the Pilgrim House. I think I read that it's closed, but that they were refurbishing it. So one day that may be available for pilgrims who are walking the Pilgrim Way. We've gone just over a mile from the cathedral, and there's been quite a deterioration in the neighborhood. I wouldn't want to be walking this by myself. We are 72 miles from Dover on the A2, which is completely backed up. We will see how far how that compares with how many miles it takes us to walk there. So we've been walking out here kind of in the non-scenic suburbs for about 1.5 miles. We're 2.5 miles out from the cathedral at this point. It's an old church. I can't really tell if it's in use or even open. It looks like it's not. This is kind of what miles 2 and 3 have looked like this or worse. We considered walking along the Thames, but it looked longer. But if we did it again, I think we would try that. We are going to check out the Five Bells pub. Get a drink. It's our first plaid carpet of the trip. I feel like it's not a real pub if it doesn't have plaid carpet. Good job, everybody. First 3 miles. Actually 6, but 3 miles of the walk. Something really pretty back there. And this area looks like that we're coming up on is quite nice. This is the 4th mile. So the 2nd mile was the worst. The 3rd mile was a little better. The 4th mile has been significantly better. That's where we found the Five Bells. We saw another really nice pub. And now it looks like this area looks really much better. I don't know what that is, but that is the Deptford Town Hall. Pretty. Okay, the New Cross House is a pub. So this little stretch right here is nice. Mile 4. This is mile 5. The road has been very busy. Lots of trucks. The area feels safe. The first 4 miles were super flat. This one's been a little hillier. So we just walked up a pretty big hill, and at the top of the hill is a nice park. I mean, yes, there's a busy road next to us with big trucks, but this is probably the best we've had. And soon we're going to enter the village of Greenwich, which we don't know. I mean, we know Greenwich Mean Time. We know there's a little nice area of Greenwich. We don't know much about the rest of it. You know, I started to think, oh, I hope that's not a wreck. Traffic will be terrible. But then I remembered we're walking. I mean, I hate it for these people, but it won't impact us. What could impact us is the giant gray cloud up there.
Yes.
That may impact us, but
it would not necessarily be a positive thing.
No.
It's providing some nice shade.
Yeah. First beautiful house of the Pilgrim Way, or the Camino Ingles. We're on this nice exercise path, but we're walking on the grass just to give our feet a little bit of a rest.
That's a ranger's house, the Warner Collection, so it sounds like it's a hotel.
Okay.
And then just behind it, towards that way, is the Royal Observatory in the Prime Meridian.
Oh, cool.
I've been there before. There's a line that you can stand with 1 day.
Yeah.
So day line.
If we would have walked along the water, I would have loved to have done that, but
It's not near the water. We're actually closer to it here. It's in the middle of the park.
As in like the middle of this park?
how far is it out of the way?
Royal Observatory.
So we are in Greenwich. We decided to go see that Prime Meridian spot Pablo was telling us about, because we just figured we're this close. It's like a half-mile detour, maybe a little more. Half-mile each direction. We're this close, we're doing it. Because it just seems like something we should do. The 0 point for all time measured in the world. The Prime Meridian. Pablo's been talking about stepping on one side of it with each foot ever since I've known him.
Yeah, I've done.
So now, after today, we'll all be able to say we do that. That'll be one of those stories that I tell when I'm old. You remember that time we put each foot on the side of the prime meridian? We took that little detour, it was worth it. Or it wasn't worth it, we got rained on after that.
And the rain hit us
And it
a
just
couple
wasn't.
days before we hit Shooter's Hill, which really was not worth it after that.
Yep.
Did not have the rainproofing we wish we had.
And Pablo oversold that. But no, I'm sure he didn't. Beautiful park. By far the nicest place we've walked all day.
Right.
Kind of nice to give your senses a break from that truck traffic. We think that this is the... Oh, I think it's pretty sure it's the Royal Observatory in Greenwich because the sign right there says that it is. Look how pretty. If you want to look at a modern city view, look straight ahead. So that big palace looking thing is the National Maritime Museum and the Queen's house. But not where the Queen actually lives, but you know. Do we have to pay? See that line right there, that metal line? That's the prime meridian. It's 16 pounds each to get in there and put our feet on either side, so we're not going to. We just took our picture with our feet on either side of the prime meridian. It was 16 pounds to do it on the official metal line, so we just walked to the free area where that extended and did it there for free. So we still did it, and it was still exciting. Now we're going back to the trail. This is the first sign for Shooter's Hill. Straight ahead. That is where we're heading today. That will be the end of our stage. We think it's about 3 more miles. So Greenwich down there looks beautiful. Pretty church over there, and the town looks pretty. If we, you know, weren't tired, we probably would have walked down there.
So we just walked over to the
Shooter's Hill Road. So Shooter's Hill is not shooting with a gun, it's shooting with a camera. It's supposed to have a beautiful view of London. We're very close to Shooter's Hill. This area is really nice. The whole last 4 miles or so today have been nice. A lot of traffic, busy road next to us, but the scenery's been good and it's been very safe. Thank you, Red Lion. And look at what a nice spot for a taxi to come pick us up. This is the end of our walk for today. Shooter's Hill, the Red Lion Pub. Good job on day 1. That is what you earn when you walk 12 miles your first day of vacation. We miss our dog. Hey, Precious. How are you?
I'm not doing this to everyone in the pub. Pub.
Now we're feeling great because we had a great dinner at the Red Lion Pub in Shooter's Hill. We're waiting on our Uber to take us back to our hotel. Great day 1 on the Pilgrim Way and Camino Ingles. Ran the Uber. End of the day.
Overall, this was a great first day. While some of the road walking sections weren't our favorite, we loved the park walking later in the day. It's probably good that it was a little shorter since we were running on about 0 hours of sleep, 1 cup of coffee, and a very large dose of adrenaline. Getting to see the Center for Greenwich Mean Time gave us all a big boost towards the end of the day, and the Red Lion was the perfect place to end it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.